We are live. And we're live. See, the thing is, like, we're waiting for people to show up right now. But if people watch it on the replay, like, there's something happening from the start. And so it's normally just us, just like, you know, it's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom. We're live and there's nobody here and I gotta go to the bathroom. So we wait. I bet this is blowing out the microphones. I feel like this light's too bright. I'm moving this light.
Alright.
Get out of here, light. Take a hike.
Happy New Year!
What is going on with you guys? Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a wonderful, safe New Year's Eve celebration. You get to toe up from the flow up and that you are ready for the new year. So we had a quiet New Year's Eve. Yes. Right, we just sat.
We normally do.
We do, yeah. We have learned that like the whole New Year's Eve hullabaloo is a bit of buzzing. Still buzzing? Still buzzing? Let's see. Hopefully there's no buzzing. Oh, maybe he's saying he's buzzing.
He's buzzing, not us.
Hopefully this.
Hopefully he can clarify. Maybe.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe he's Movie Mad. Are you buzzing or are we buzzing? But we will endeavor to carry on. The sound is buzzing, so apparently we're buzzing.
Oh, the sound is buzzing.
Hopefully, let's see. What would we be buzzing on?
There is a buzzing. What would be buzzing? I don't know.
Okay, well, let's stop and try again, I guess. Or here, let me work on the microphone here. Alright. Is this now? Our lights are buzzing a little bit, but I don't know if that's audible. Is this any better? We gotta see if we're doing any better.
Somebody said definitely mic.
Yeah.
I can't get this to go in. Oh no. Okay. Alright.
Stopped for a second. I wonder if we're interfering.
Said it went away when you touched the mic.
So
weird.
I wonder if it's this. Let's try something.
Oh, maybe it is that.
Did it go away with that when I tried that thing? We wait. It went away. Okay.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Hooray!
I'm going to see something.
Problem solving.
Whoa. Whoa! I'm going to see if this plugs in and if this, let's see. Live streaming problems on the fly. I'm trying to keep the device plugged in. All right, tell me if it comes back. Are we buzzing again? Buzzing now? Did we start buzzing again?
No buzz. No buzz.
Oh, I said don't trust. That's
Oh, good.
It's fantastic. Let's try this again.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Boy. Yeah, sorry guys. Apparently it's the equipment humming in the background. All right, let's see. Okay. Well, this is going to make for some fantastic replay watching.
Uh-huh.
Does everything sound okay? Are we good?
They can fast forward through that.
Yes. Give us a thumbs up. You guys, does everything sound good now? Petey wants to know if we've watched any classic Australian TV shows, and if so, which ones. I don't know that I ever have, Petey. I would be open to some recommendations. I will tell you that in America, so we're sounding good now?
Mm-hmm. Thumbs up.
Okay. It was yeah.
Yeah.
So, in America, in the 80s and the early 90s, they played, is that movie Fortress? It's certainly
Fortress.
Not a TV show.
No.
But that scary movie with, is that Rachel Ward? I don't remember. But that scary movie about the people that come in and hijack, like they take over the school hostage. Mm-hmm. Holy crap, that movie's freaky. And they got like masks. Like one guy has a Santa Claus mask, and one guy has like a Daffy Duck kind of a mask.
Mm-hmm.
Is the People from Tomorrow Australian? I did not realize. Okay. Well, so what's going on with you guys? On how's your New Year's Day working out so far?
And how was your
And
New Year's Eve?
how was Christmas? We haven't seen you guys for those. Eric's here. Eric Griggs, what's up, man? Eric, there's a video dropping later this week with the thing that you sent to the channel that'll be dropping on the video, and I have to edit it still. But we were talking about, like, I thought, see, I can't talk about it without spoiling it. I kept calling something in that video a name that it's not, and I'm super embarrassed about it now, and I don't know, like, I think it's too late to do anything about it, but I just have to put some editing, like, some talking around it.
Yeah.
There's a
It'll be
TV
okay.
show.
Look, I mean, sometimes when you're making a video or live streaming, you're just in the moment and you just forget stuff that you normally know. You just can't remember. So.
Yeah, I was calling a TV show a name that it is not the name of the TV show. So,
whoops.
Yeah. But that'll be hitting the channel
Such
later. Probably Friday is when probably Friday. So, thank you, Eric. So, we have any questions or anything? We're talking about Australian TV shows.
Yeah. There's
Country Practice, Blue Healers, Sons and Daughters. And then Neighbours is Australian too, right? Is that where Natalie Imbruglia was from? She was on Neighbours. I feel like a lot of Australian actors it was required that they go through Neighbours. What's up, Zach? Zach Movie Collection, 1999 Milton.
That rolls right off.
Mm-hmm.
So easy.
It does. So, you want to talk about our Christmas hauls that we got for, not like the halls of Christmas, but like...
Yeah.
So I had mentioned it in the last live stream. So first I got it's a little bit dusty. I bought myself it's from you, but like I bought it for myself because
we do that.
When you get to be a certain age, it's like I'm picking this up.
And married for a while, you're just like, I want this and I'll buy it, and you wrap it and give it to me.
Movie Man, we have not watched Bird Box yet. Do you recommend Bird Box? They're talking about that on something today. It was like the Today Show this morning or something. Apparently, like 45 million people have watched Bird Box. Sandy B, though. I mean, we love Sandy B. I picked myself up this is a 2DS, not a 3DS, but a 2DS with the Ocarina of Time, Super Mario 3D Land, and old school but new to me Transformers Cybertron, or War for Cybertron, Decepticons, and the Autobots, because I'm on a whole Transformers thing right now. And then you bought me this book called...
I did. I actually bought that.
You did buy... This was a surprise. You bought me Don't Panic, which is the story of the writing of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, written by Neil Gaiman, who was amazing. Neil Gaiman, Sandman.
Totally is.
Yeah. It's Douglas Adams and The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So I got like 5 books going on right now, but as soon as I don't, I'm going to... I see A Quiet Place. Like A Quiet Place?
He said, but they say really good.
Okay.
Movie Matt says really good and Like a Quiet Place.
Okay. We watched The Quiet Place, and we were just like, I
liked it fine.
I wanted that movie to start where it ended. That's the movie. That's the version of that movie that I'm interested in. Is it starts where the actual movie ended, which would be like way more budget, and like I understand why they did what they had to do to get that movie made, but I was way more interested in like the cleaning up, the taking care of business.
Yeah.
TCB.
Yeah.
The last thing you bought me, this was a surprise too. It's my own captain's log, my Star Trek Federation captain's log from the United Federation of Planets. And this is it's wonderful, and I love it, but it's also the nerdiest thing I've ever seen in my life, because like on the first page, it has a whole thing for you to fill out, captain, starship, commissioned star date, the length of voyage, and then self-destruct code authorization. I don't know what you're supposed to put there.
You figure it out, I guess. I don't know.
But like every page has like a log and a supplemental, and it I'm a huge Star Trek fan, especially like TOS. Like I love the original series of Star Trek, and so this is great. But it's just funny to me. You've never seen the documentary Trekkies, have you?
Yeah, I think we watched.
Have we watched Trekkies before? I'm not sure if we have or not. Like there's some people in that seem to take Star Trek into their everyday life in a way that I'm not sure is healthy. And that was the criticism against that documentary, is they were kind of making fun of those people the whole time. But
yeah.
Have I bought any more Hanna-Barbera cartoons from the 60s and 70s? No. PD, I have not. Furthermore, they've kind of dried up at a retail level. I've seen nothing new from the Diamond. I think the Diamond collection. Was it the Diamond collection? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's over. I think it quietly just ended. I think they put out what they planned to put out, and now it's over. And as far as more stuff, no, I have not. Nor have I seen anything. Maybe I'm just out of touch. But no, unfortunately not. Have you?
Tough life.
Hello and Happy New Year. I want to know.
Well, and wanted to know anything about when or why we haven't seen an A-Team Blu-ray.
Yeah, I feel like this came up on the comment section of a video, and I talked about it there. But so the A-Team is on Blu-ray outside of America. I know in England there's a Blu-ray box set, and maybe in some other markets as well. In America, it's simply a matter of somebody picking up the distribution rights for it, which no one has. I don't think there's a reason as far as, like, I don't think anything is stopping anybody. I think it's just a matter of a company willing to assess the financial investment versus the financial gain. And that's probably where we're at with that. I think if any company is going to do it, it will probably be either Shout or Mill Creek. And I'm hoping for Mill Creek because it will be half the price if it's Mill Creek. But Mill Creek put out, let's see, I got they're right there. Quantum Leap, Knight Rider, that 70s show, Airwolf, Miami Vice, Rockford Files. They would be the company that I would think would go a long way with that. But that's Magnum PI is another one that I waited so long for the Blu-rays and they weren't coming out. So I just bought the DVDs. Like I just bought the Magnum PI DVDs.
Yeah. So
I don't think there's any reason as to why not. It's just a matter of somebody stepping up to do it, and no one has.
Yeah. Cyberdrone asks, have you checked out Bandersnatch on Netflix?
Not. No, I have not.
And PD asks, don't you want to buy Warner Archive? They have classic cartoons like Captain Caveman.
The thing about Warner Archive is, like, I like to support their Blu-ray releases because they're pressed discs, but I'm leery of burned DVDs. And I know sometimes it's a necessity for certain things. Like I know that they like Captain Caveman. If they release Captain Caveman at a retail level on pressed disc, that's probably not going to sell a lot, so they have to keep their costs low. But I'm just scared of dropping like $30 or $35 on burned DVDs. And sometimes
we were just talking about burned DVDs.
That thing from
that's
from
right.
Eric's, it's going to turn up in the video that Eric the unboxing of the thing that Eric sent to the channel. We're talking about burned DVDs from Warner Archive, which I was like, oh, it is on DVD, but I have to buy burned discs, and I'm not crazy about that.
Let's see.
2001 Space Odyssey Steelbook. That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah. Also, yes, God bless Mill Creek. Mill Creek is, good golly, 2018. So I've got a best. It's not a best of 2018, but I've kind of looked back on Thunder the I can see the comments popping up. Thunder the Barbarian is one of the ones that I would want to buy, but there was an earlier pressed version of that for like 10 years ago or something, and I kind of just want to see if I can find that one used, because pressed is all, like, it's a fact, right, that burned discs have less of a lifespan than a pressed DVD. Like the inks eventually erode. Well, they do. But what was I talking about? Oh, I'm doing a best of. It's not really a best of, but it's kind of my favorite releases from 2018. And there's a lot of Mill Creek stuff in there, because Mill Creek, I think I said in the video, in 2018, Mill Creek became the company that I knew that they could be. Like, they really stepped up. The Blu-rays that they put out this past year, it was amazing stuff. And for like $10 a pop.
Yeah.
So, yeah, God bless Mill Creek.
Mega Kamandi?
Yeah.
Says the Target stores pulled the Hanna-Barbera Diamond DVD sets from shelves.
Yeah,
there.
I haven't seen them here either.
I don't remember seeing them in a long time. It's been a while.
I bought the ones. I didn't buy the Smurfs because I don't want to support a season 1 if there's nothing else coming. And the other countries have the whole thing, so I could just import it if I really wanted it.
Right,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on with that.
Movie Matt asks, have you ever suffered from disc rot?
Never have.
Sounds like something you need to go to the doctor.
Doc, my disc is rotten. I have not. Now, so I had the Blu-ray, the brand new Blu-ray of American Psycho would not play. And I looked up like on Blu-ray.com or something like that, and that was a common problem. I think it was an authoring error. I think it had something to do with the mastering process because there were lots of batches. People could not get that disc to play. But outside of that, I have never had a disc that had rot. I have an old DVD of, you guys remember Forever Night? It was a 90s syndicated TV show, kind of, I think it played in the same block in syndication with Highlander in some markets, but there was a show called Forever Night about vampires. There was a movie from, I don't know, 92 maybe? And it was the Nick Knight character. I think it was just called Nick Knight. The lead character was Jesse's girl, Rick. Anyway, Rick Springfield. I believe he was the lead in that. And I have a DVD of that I bought from a pawn shop, and it's got a pinhole in the surface layer. It still plays all the way through. So I have not. Wow. I believe that. A lot of people think that when you store discs in those cases, those CD cases and stuff, the plastic over time degrades the surface of, not the playing surface, not the bottom, but the top, the art area of the DVD or the CD or whatever. They believe that interacts with it and causes erosion. And I know personally, I kept all my CDs in one of those cases for like a decade, back when CDs were, when you carried CDs around in your car. And I had a lot of discs that got little pinholes in them because of that, and they wouldn't play. I really think that that's the cause of a lot of bit rot and disc rot, because seriously, we have thousands of items, we have thousands of DVDs, we have thousands of CDs. It's not an issue. I'm not saying it's not an issue for anybody, but I really think that storage conditions has a lot to do with it.
Yeah,
that's a long-winded answer for that. Sorry.
That's okay. ToughLife.com asks, what would you like to see in Blu-ray that you haven't seen?
A-Team? I really would. Like if somebody put out the A-Team, I'd be all over that. I'd buy that in a minute.
Yeah.
We do have the complete series on DVD, but I would love a Blu-ray. But no, what would I like? There's so many things. But you know what? I'll just give like my stock answer is like, there's a lot of Italian movies, a lot of spaghetti westerns that still, peplum is a genre like the sword and sandal genre from the early 60s, completely disrespected. I don't know why, but that genre has there's no cinematic, like, oh, well, I like everybody likes spaghetti westerns. Everybody or they respect it.
Yeah.
Like at that local bar, the concert venue we went to the other night.
Yeah.
They have a big Good, Bad, and the Ugly poster hanging on the wall. They respect it, but peplum as a genre gets no respect, even though it's the directors who later would go on to do spaghetti westerns and like Italian crime movies and things like that. And like the Hercules movie with Steve Reeves was huge in the late 50s. I mean, absolutely massive. Never been on Blu-ray. I don't know that it ever will be. It's really hasn't even gotten a good American DVD release. Everything is like cropped and like zoomed in, and it's super pixelated. It's like they found the print like in the dirt behind the theater or something.
Cyberdrone asked, have you or are you getting any movies on 4K UHD discs?
I'm sure I will at some point. It's just not a priority for me right now because most of the movies that I'm interested in are just getting Blu-ray releases. Like I guess it would be kind of cool to have some of this new stuff that I like. What's the movie we just watched? Like we liked Ocean's 8. It'd be cool to have Ocean's 8 in 4K. Maybe some of the superhero movies, like maybe Black Panther in 4K. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But most of the stuff that I watch, it's
older and there's no way it's gonna get a 4K.
I mean, we are getting to the level where some of this stuff is, but like, see, my best of 2018 list, or my favorites from 2018. So many of the movies that I talk about in that just came to Blu-ray for the first time, like a decade into the format. So I'm not against 4K. I think it's cool, but I'm not there yet. When we upgrade a TV, which we're going to have to do soon, it will be a 4K TV. Yeah. And then I'll dip my foot in there. But as far as like I'm just not that super excited about it because I know most of the movies that I want to watch, old Italian movies, crime movies, 70s exploitation movies, 60s Vincent Price movies, Elvis movies. There are like 5 Elvis movies on Blu-ray. Elvis made like almost 3 dozen movies, and I think there's 5 or 6 of them. Maybe 10. Let's say 10 worldwide on Blu-ray. So it's just a matter of like what I'm interested in seems to not be like 4K is cool for modern blockbuster stuff. And like they just did a restoration of 2001. That's super cool. That would have been nice to have that on 4K.
Yeah.
We bought the Blu-ray.
We did.
But it would have been nice to have that on 4K, but we're just not there yet.
Yeah. I don't know how to say
so is it Knider or Kneader? I want to say it's Knider, but he can tell us if it's Nye or Knee. But he wants to know if we've been watching the new Doctor Who. No, we have not. I wanted to, but we don't have cable.
No. Or satellite or
we have
whatever.
we've completely cut cable and all that stuff, so we rely on streaming services. And I know there's a BBC service, BritBox, I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we have so much stuff. Like we
haven't gotten to it. Yeah, we'd like to, but
like my Doctor Who watching right now is the Peter Davison 5th Doctor stuff. And honestly, I got really burned out with the Peter Capaldi stuff because I feel like they kept writing themselves into corners. And I have heard that the new showrunner is like not even as good as what Stephen Moffat was. Like the stories really lack direction and focus. So I haven't heard good things, but Jodie Whittaker seems really cool.
Yeah.
I like the idea of like a change. I was supportive of a female doctor because I was like, well, we've had over a dozen dude doctors. Like what?
Yeah.
Let's see. Not? Because the alternative to that is like the show just dies. Like it quietly, like you do run out of steam eventually, and I think that might be kind of where they were getting. But no, I haven't. What do you think about it? Are you, and what do you think about it?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna call this Crew Kid 93.
Yeah.
Okay. Wants to know if you have the Kung Fu Zombie 7 film collection.
No. What is that? That may be something I'm aware of and I've just forgotten about it, but that doesn't
Not ringing a bell.
It's not ringing a bell. That sounds super cool.
Yeah. Of course, our holiday brains are kind of mush right now.
Yeah, so one of the reasons, if Eric is still here, one of the reasons that I had such a tough time with the name of the show that comes up in the video is because I had tried the best of video that I told you guys about. 19 takes. 19 takes. This was today.
Yeah.
19 takes to get this video right, to get it like my brain is just like, you take a little bit of time off, and then because we're just tired in general.
That's true.
It's been kind of a busy season, so
yeah.
But now like our brains are not at their sharpest right now.
But we could hear you. But Mini Me and I were down there playing Mario Kart.
Oh yeah.
I could hear you just starting over and starting over and starting over.
Did you feel bad for me?
Yes, I felt bad for you.
At least I wasn't like, no, Con. I see this. Is this
You answered that one. This is where we are.
Rob's favorite Mill Creek Andy Sedaris favorite movie from Mill. What is my favorite movie from the Mill Creek Andy Sedaris collection? Let me see if I can get the train on that track. Malibu Express. Isn't that the one with the metal boomerang that like takes the guy like this movie's so stupid, but it's awesome. There's a scene where yes, Eric.
But that wasn't for his thing, was it?
Huh? No, but his was in the same batch.
Yeah.
It was the same recording session.
Yeah, you filmed 2 in a row.
Yeah.
But his wasn't 19 takes.
No, his was not 19 takes.
That's what he was saying. Sorry.
His was more than one. It was more than one.
One of those days.
There's a movie in the Andes. I think it's Malibu Express, and it is ridiculous. And there's a scene where this guy, they're like on the beach, and he takes his backpack, like reaches in his back. This is the guy playing frisbee. He's like he like catches the frisbee and he like pockets it in his backpack, and he takes out this metal disc. He's like, oh, so he throws the frisbee, and then it's like he's getting vengeance on this guy via a metal frisbee, and the guy's like, and it's like shears through like into his head, but it's not like, oh, it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Here's a tricky question from We talked about how to say that last time, and I've forgotten.
Leor, liar. It's
Leor. I'm gonna say Leor.
Liar sound like liar. Liar, pants
right,
on fire.
But...
I feel like I'm like falling off the couch.
I know.
And I got my shorts on. Just expose that I'm wearing shorts.
Ooh.
It's hot here. Don't pull it down.
I'm sorry.
Don't pull it down.
This cord is not very long.
Okay.
What differentiates between a collector and a hoarder? There's a fine line. For sure.
To be totally honest with you, I think it's just what you tend to like, how you relate to it. Mm-hmm. I don't know that there's a difference. I think
that if you like doing it,
or is it because of this?
It's because of the cord.
Okay.
I can't. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna adjust.
We're off center because of this cord, so
adjust. Okay.
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 Yeah, I think it's your perspective. Yeah. If it's something you're into and you like collecting, then you're going to call yourself a collector. But if it's probably somebody looking in who doesn't necessarily appreciate collecting or that lifestyle or stuff, and then they're going to say that person is a hoarder. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think it's absolutely about perspective, because I don't know that there's a difference. It's just about what it brings to you and if there's value in it. Like, I think, there's, like, you see that show on TV, Hoarders, and there'll be people that have like 55 years of newspaper in their house. Mm-hmm. Like, they don't need it, and it doesn't really bring any value to their lives, but maybe they think it does.
Yeah.
But it's always people from the outside. I think maybe when it becomes a problem and you're not in control of it anymore, it ceases to become a collection and it starts to become a hoard. Mm-hmm. But having said that, it's totally open to definition, because I mean, it's all about perspective. Because like, I can look at this, like, I love our collection. I'm proud of our collection. Like, you the other night, you were like, I want to watch The Devil Wears Prada, and I was like, I'll go get it. And I did.
You just went and got it.
We just went and got it. And there was no, like, you don't have to like look for it on, digital service or anything. I just came up. I knew exactly where it was. I pulled it off. We watched it. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, there's been a trade-off for it. I mean, it's a trade-off in space, and it's
for sure.
So
yeah.
I'm thinking about doing a video.
And organizing. It's hard to keep it organized.
Yeah, it's impossible to keep it organized.
Super hard.
I'm thinking about doing a video in the future. I don't know when, but talking about why I collect. Because, like, I do collect for access and for, educate. Like, I'm a movie fan. So you want to have the stuff that you want, that you love, that you study, that you write about. You need it close. But there's other reasons as well. There's selfish reasons as well, So mm-hmm. I think collecting, for me, feels like success. Mm-hmm. It feels like, I can't necessarily put $500,000 in the bank, but if I can put a movie on the shelf that I can watch whenever I want to, that feels like security in some weird thing. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we're getting deep here. Thank you.
Yep. Mean Dave Cranberry asked, what are you looking forward to as far as picking up?
I'm excited about the Waterworld Arrow extravaganza that's coming out soon. I'm trying to think what else. There's a lot of stuff coming out. Mill Creek has some stuff that's really cool coming out too, that they have. I mean, I have it because it was sent to me, but there's a Robin Hood collection. You guys know that I love Robin Hood, and that Robin Hood Origins pack that I was talking about on the channel in my Robin Hood video, they sent me a review copy of that, which was super cool. That was one of the ones that I was actually really anticipating, and if they hadn't sent it to me, I would have bought it anyway. And just seeing some of the stuff that's coming up through them, I think even some stuff through Kino Lorber. I'm trying to remember Kino Lorber's release schedule. I think those are my two favorite distributors, are Mill Creek and Kino Lorber. Like, I don't give a hoot about Shout Factory or Scream Factory these days. Their latest, I'm just being honest, like their latest $35 double dip. I have a hard time getting excited about that stuff. Code Red is putting out, I think it's Code Red is putting out Steel Arena. I think it's out now. I want to get that one. That's a few. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mark Holding asks, what is the item above your head? Green moon on the purple background near the top screen. I think that's talking about that. Your He-Man.
Oh, yeah, that's the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe box. Well, all the box sets line up to create a mural. There's a video about it. It's the 80s Tunes video. But it starts with He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, volumes 1 through 4, continues into the New Adventures of He-Man, into the She-Ra box sets. And if I had bought the Best Buy exclusive version of the New Adventures of He-Man, the 2000X Mike Young version of He-Man, that came with an exclusive box that I didn't get. So it's an incomplete mural and forever will be.
Oh, Eric Griggs can't wait. He cannot wait to hear how did the Dean Martin Christmas special viewing go.
I think it's great. I don't remember if you stuck around or if you were...
I think I saw part of it, but I think I was also... I did so much cooking and baking.
You were doing a ton of cooking.
Yeah, so I don't think I didn't see the whole thing.
It's a marshmallow world for sure. Yeah, no, I love Dean Martin. Mm-hmm. I have fallen down such a Dean Martin rabbit hole as far as like... Eric, do you know any accessible way to get our hands on the Matt Helm movies from the 60s? The style, I know there's a box set called the Matt Helm Lounge. It's like out of print and super expensive, but it's 4 movies that Dean Martin did, and kind of like a parody of James Bond. Mm-hmm. And Mike Myers really drew from that for Austin Powers.
Yeah,
but they're out of print. There's digital. Digital.
No, you can't say we never do anything digital.
We do a lot of stuff digital. Yeah. I just don't like it. I don't feel any sense of ownership with digital. Yeah. The last movie, I didn't even tell you about this. There was a movie, I can't remember the name of it because I haven't watched it yet. But there was a Kickstarter campaign for this movie from the 80s. It was like a direct to VHS ninja horror movie. Uh-huh. Something ninja. I can't remember the... But they were doing a Kickstarter, and the people who supported the Kickstarter got a Blu-ray. Oh. And I missed it. It was over by the time I got to it. But they were like, well, we're celebrating the 30th anniversary of this or something with a digital. You can buy it on Amazon Prime for 99 cents or buy it on Amazon Digital for 99 cents. Mm-hmm. So I bought it and I can't download it. They won't let you download it. So I don't own that. I bought it, but I don't own that.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm still digital. I'm very skeptical of, unless I have it somewhere, you don't own it.
Yeah.
Aloha.
Lovely. Comic Book Savant wants to know if you've picked up any cool comics over the holidays or read any.
I'm reading. I had done the video about Spiderverse, and I'm reading Spiderverse again. I read Edge of Spiderverse, and now I'm reading Spiderverse again. And I've also gone back. By the way, James, thanks for showing. I'm glad you're here. This is James, the Comic Book Savant. We did video together. He's one half of Spinner Rack Bros, the SRB, #SRB. I am reading. I bought the Brand New Day Ultimate Collection, I think is what it's called, because I had, when the whole thing happened after One More Day with Mary Jane and Mysterio and all that stuff, I was mad. And so I stopped reading Amazing Spider-Man for years. And I have some of those. I have a couple of the first 2 hardcovers of Brand New Day, but they put out an Ultimate Collection that has way more in it. I think there's 4 volumes. There might be 5 volumes, but I've started over with that. That's next. I purchased that in December, though. So that's it. And then I hear good things about the GoBots book from IDW, the GoBots comic book. Like, that's getting really good reviews, and I need to check it out. I wonder if he's read that. Have you read that? What else?
Golden Vinyl Spin said, well, I could answer this. What do you think will happen with The Walking Dead? We don't know. we only watched the first season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like I feel like The Walking Dead can go on indefinitely, but they will. I don't think it will have a happy ending for anybody. I don't think there's any escaping that. It would. I don't think there's a happy ending for any character on that show.
Cyberdrone says, what other physical media do you own or would like to own, like Laserdisc, PSP, UMD movies, or even 8-tracks?
I'm not
I
really.
haven't seen 8-tracks in forever.
I see 8-tracks at thrift stores all the time.
Yeah. We used to have 8-tracks in my house growing up, but I haven't seen them since.
The problem is that stuff can get damaged very quickly. It's like, it keeps dragging down. Microphone's pulling my shirt down. It keeps like 8-tracks can very easily get, like tapes too, cassette tapes. You have to check cassette tapes because they mold very easily. VHS tapes too. Like, you gotta check VHS tapes in a thrift store. Yeah, yeah. Not really into any of that stuff, like laser discs and all that stuff. I don't have any nostalgia for it. I never had a laser disc. But I do collect records like crazy.
Yeah.
I do have some because there's cassette tapes right over there. I collect video games of all eras. Like I'm a big retro gamer. I'm a modern gamer too, but I have a ton of retro games. I mean, I go back to Atari. The Atari Flashback 9 video that I did is on track to be one of the channel's biggest videos. It's actually really cool. I collect Atari. I collect Nintendo stuff, Super Nintendo stuff, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, like Xbox, like all that stuff. I'm looking at it. You guys can't see it, but there's like 100 games right there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
And they're double stacked too.
Yeah. Mega Commandi says, please do a Forrest Gump mix with Willie Nelson. Is that an request for an impression?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Well, Forrest Gump. God, this every time.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
Like, how do you mix those together? That's a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump. Every time somebody hears you're from Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, and meanwhile, we sound nothing like people from Alabama. Like, they think we sound
No, you guys think we sound Southern, but...
People from Alabama think we're from New York or something.
Who live around us, we do not. Let's see.
Eric's in the South, too. Eric, do you think we sound Southern?
I can tell sometimes we do. I mean, we just can't help it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about, man?
We do not sound as
Southern. I do notice when we get upset, it kind of comes out.
Yeah, and the expressions come out too. Yeah. Like,
bless your heart.
Bless her heart.
Bless her heart.
That's a good one though. I like that one.
Bless her heart.
It's like a compliment and a cut down at the same time.
Yeah, totally is.
So Movie Mad asks, have you seen Soylent Green?
Yes, absolutely. If I had a neckerchief, like if I had a handkerchief, I'd wear it around my neck and just like run through the streets. No. Soylent Green. I can't. The line is the spoiler of the movie, so I have to.
Mark Holding asks, have you ever gotten to the situation where you need to downsize your collection, or have you more space than you can fill, or do you have more space that you can fill?
I do have more space that I can fill, but how honest do I want to be with this question?
You say whatever you want to say for the answer.
So.
Should I help? I can help.
Yeah. Do you know where I'm going?
Oh, no. I don't know.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say...
I was going to talk about my past and, like, what I did.
Oh, yeah. That's sad. We have more space that we can fill. We still need to build shelves. And it's hard, because when we have time, like, over the holidays, we're not at work, really. But... we're exhausted from work, and we don't feel like getting off the couch and doing stuff like that, right? Like building.
Yeah, that's true. There's a whole wall that needs another. Actually, two walls that we could put these shelves on, but we just don't have the energy.
Yeah, and then when we're working, we're just so busy.
But I'm gonna, you know what, Mark? I'm gonna answer your question. Like, you didn't expect this, but I'm gonna give you way more than you want here. So I have been divorced. Okay, so I'm on my second marriage, and this is working. Like, we are very happy. This one has like, this is a good marriage. We are very solid. But I have been divorced. I am divorced in the past, and after that divorce, I was on my own looking for a place to live, and I had to move into an apartment. And sometimes I refer to this on the channel as like a dark time that I went through, but it really was a very dark time that I went through. And I had a very substantial physical media collection. I had records, I had books, I had movies, and I gave most of it away to charity. I have about 6,000 comic books, and the neighbor next door to my apartment at the time was helping me move. And I was like, do you want this stuff? Because if you want it, you can just have it. Like, I was super depressed. And he was like, no, I think you'd regret that, man. I think you'd regret that. And he was right. And all the stuff that I gave away, all the movies that I donated, seriously, you guys, I donated Beatles albums to the Salvation Army. I took a box, it had Yellow Submarine, it had the White Album, just set them down outside the little dumpster area at the Salvation Army. I don't even know if they, like, someone probably came to donate their stuff and took them. They were like, what? And so
You also sold a lot of stuff.
I did
too.
sell some stuff on eBay. I sold a lot of my Doctor Who on eBay. And then I've basically spent the last 8 years rebuying it because I missed it. And I came to the conclusion that because I do have the space, we do have the space here. There's a whole bedroom here that I can dedicate to that. May not always be the case, in which event I will have to figure something out. But I did come to the conclusion that it's more than just ephemera. It's more than just stuff. It is kind of an extension of our personalities, and it means something to us. Like, in the 80s or the 70s, you'd go into someone's house and they would have books. And you could tell about a person by their books. Like, you could be like, oh, you're into Westerns or philosophy, or you like, Matt Hilm books. Now we kind of lost that. We kind of hide our stuff. But I don't know that that's, like, I like having my stuff. Jamie Mason made it. Okay, so let me finish my thought. So, I value my stuff. It means more to me than just like, oh, it's a movie. Like, it's an extension of my personality. It's an extension of my passions.
Yeah.
I don't see myself downsizing again. I'm not saying it won't ever happen, but at this point in my life, having been through that, I think it was a mistake. Just Mason, Jamie, is an Aquaman right now. And he has stepped out to, as far as I know, unless he hated the movie so much that he just left. But he told me, like, he's an Aquaman. Leor. Yeah,
Leor.
Nobody would be like, liar. It's liar.
It depends on the person, but yeah, I wouldn't think so. I can't even find that question that we just answered. It's like disappeared. After you started that answer,
Did we make it up?
I don't think we made that question up, but I can't find it. Anyway. Okay, so where am I?
I have no idea if The Legend of Hillbilly John has ever been released on DVD. I do not know.
Well, and Jackie asked, did you get
Hold
any...
on, but I will tell you, if you go to blueray.com, blue/ray.com, you can do a search of movies. This is a great resource, and it will so you can break it down by like Blu-ray release, DVD release, whatever. If you go into the movie tabs, you can put in the name of a movie, and it will tell you every release that movie has ever had worldwide. So if there's like a German DVD, it'll be there. So it's a great tool.
That is nice. Jackie wants to know, did you get any of the recent Ollie's graphic novels?
Did they do another round?
You haven't been in a while.
No,
so...
the last time I went was like I had gone twice, I think. And when I went back, it was in the summer. And when I went back, it was just like gone. It was just crap. Did they do it again? Do I need to go again? Oh, I'm going to lean back for a second. My back hurts.
Yeah. I was thinking...
Still collecting is this where we're at?
Yes. Are you still collecting the DC books from Walmart?
I bought the Halloween special, which I think I did. I did a video about the Halloween special on the channel, and I bought the Christmas special. But I gave up on the Christmas special was decent. It had a really cool Superman story in there. I think it was reprinted from like Superman. Oh, I want to say it was like number 71, but I could be wrong. Anyway, it was a great Superman story. The rest of it kind of left me cold. I don't know that those are for me. I have a lot of the material that they're reprinting. I already have, but I have given up on the numbered ones, like Batman number 5 or whatever. I've given up on those because I just don't think that because I have so much of the other material. It's like, I think it's 8 pages of new material per issue, but it might be 12. But it's not enough to drop $5 on for me. So I hope they're successful, though. I really do. But every time I go, it doesn't look like they've been touched.
Crewkid93 wants to know, do you like Image Entertainment, a.k.a. RLJ Entertainment?
Help me out with that, because that name sounds familiar, but I'm really having a hard time... pulling anything with that. The Image Entertainment really sounds familiar to me, but I can't. I'm trying to remember if that's the people that did Turbo Kid, but I don't think it is. Can you give me some more information, my friend? Okay.
R. Grimes asked, do either of us like the Walking Dead comics?
I don't. I read the first volume, the first trade of it, and it just did nothing for me. I will say, like, Robert Kirkman is doing another book called Oblivion Song, and me and James, comic book savant, did a it was a podcast. James, if you're still here, hit us up with the deets and maybe a link to that episode. But we did a podcast about Oblivion Song where we read that. I just don't think I don't like bleak comics. I like horror comics, but I don't like when they're bleak. Like, I really, really, really like the Bubba Hotep and the Cosmic Bloodsuckers comic, which, by the way, you know this. I don't know if they know this. Like, I'm quoted on the Amazon listing for that. Like, the trade paperback. The Amazon listing for the trade paperback.
The review you wrote?
Yeah. They pulled from my review, and I'm quoted on the Amazon listing for that. But that's like a fun horror approach, and Walking Dead is less fun and more survival horror, and I just can't right now. I used to like that stuff more than I do, but where I'm at right now, post divorce and all that stuff, I tend to try to avoid stuff like that. It's true. I mean, just being honest.
Yeah. Do you have a disc buffering system, or what do you do if a disc is scratched?
I don't have a disc buffering system. If a disc is scratched, I won't buy it. And if I buy a new disc and it's scratched, it goes back.
Can you remember your first DVD/Blu-ray you ever bought? And do you still have it or watch it?
First DVD I remember buying was either The Matrix, because The Matrix was like huge. Like, everybody had The Matrix. It was like your demo disc. But it might have been Blade. It was either The Matrix or Blade. I may have even bought them like on the same day or the same weekend or something. But it was like 1998 or 99. I think it was 99. Those were the first DVDs. First Blu-rays, I don't know that I remember my first Blu-rays. I think one of them was The Untouchables and one of them was Young Guns. But I don't have the memory around those that I have around the DVDs. He's giving us spoilers for Aquaman. Okay, he shot off questions. I didn't. Well, we've already kept him too long.
Did you watch any of the movies that he sent?
Not yet. They're on the coffee table, and we're going to.
Yes, they're on our agenda. Did you get presents for your cats?
No, we did not.
But they are constantly getting
we buy them stuff
like we spoil them. Oh my gosh. Are there any movie or music stores in your town or have opened up recently?
We have a Second and Charles. That's about it.
We have like record stores like, like Seasick Records or Charlemagne, but
yeah,
they're not super accessible for us, I guess.
No, everything here, I mean, we do have a couple of boutique record stores. But the big one that I think you'd probably love, that would be like heaven, would be Second and Charles. And they're owned by the company. There's a company called BooksAMillion, based out of Atlanta? I don't remember.
I thought they were based out of here, but
okay.
I don't know.
They're Southern-based company, but they have stores all over the place. But they have, since the book market is down, people aren't really buying books anymore. Yeah, we have a few independent record stores. We have the one that I did the video from, Seasick Records. We have that one. Charlemagne Records.
I can't think. I know there have got to be some others, but I can't.
But there's not a ton.
Remember?
There's not a ton. Like there's none like in the mall or anything like that. Or like
an independent record store would probably not be in the mall.
And all of those that we just named are not close to us. Like they're a good,
20 minutes, 30 minutes
30 minutes away.
Yeah. Do you want to keep answering Jamie's
question?
Yeah,
if he's got more. Sure.
Do you build your storage shelves for movies and books, or is there a certain one you like to buy?
Okay, I built these.
We built those.
We built these. I found them on YouTube, and we built these. And whenever we do get around to building more on the other wall, I'm going to video it so that you guys will know how to do it too. I love it. I wish I kind of wish we painted them before I did it, but at the same time, I just wanted them up. We needed them up.
They look fine.
You think they look fine? Okay. And as far as we do have like our bookshelves, we bought those I think from Target or something.
Yeah.
Any tips for the start of Dragon Quest XI? What do you mean the start of Dragon Quest XI? I don't understand. Any tips for the start of Dragon Quest XI? Push play? I don't know.
I'm sure there's more to that
I
question.
know.
Our perception is we just aren't sure.
Yeah. I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
Sorry, I'm sifting through. Okay. Okay. KT, any tips on making space?
The VHS DVDs with.
Yeah, are you a fan of storing discs in binders?
No, KT.
Well, that's definitely a no. I can tell you that.
Don't store your stuff. I mean, hey, you can do whatever you want to do. I would not recommend storing your stuff in binders. I have heard from multiple sources storing discs in binders erodes the top of the disc. No, I honestly don't have any storage solutions. I just say maximize the space that you have. If you get hollow ottomans, the ottomans that have storage space in them, if you get entertainment cabinets, do you?
Do I what? Have any tips?
Like these shelves that we've got on the wall are the most maximum space.
Yeah, because they just fit the DVDs and Blu-rays.
Like the DVDs,
so there's not a lot of wasted space.
They touch the wall. We have built them so that there's almost no space in between. But I mean, space is a problem. Totally. It is a problem. That's the trade-off. Yeah. You have to put them somewhere. And we have them everywhere. We have them in our bedroom. We have them in our living room. We have them in here. We have stuff everywhere.
Yeah. Let's see.
I had seen...
What did you see?
He had answered our question about... Here we go. Turbocade was done by Accelerator Media. Image released Midnight Madness series, Creepshow 1 and 2, Return of the Killer Tomatoes. I guess I don't, because I don't have... I mean, I have Creepshow 1 and I have Creepshow 2, but they're just the studio Blu-rays for those. So I guess I don't have much of a thought or an opinion on Image. Is it Image? Yeah.
Yeah. And Mark Holding wants to know, do you double or triple dip on movies you love?
So I did double dip on Lionheart this past year because it was a better version. But most of the time, no. There has to be a really good reason for me to double dip. Like the Kino Lorber versions of the Sergio Leone Man with No Name trilogy, I have not touched. Because I have those movies, and I'm happy with those movies. And special features sometimes will get me to double dip. But it has to be really good. Like, it needs to be really good special features. Because a lot of times, I watch special features once, and that's it. The Lionheart special features are really good. But what really tempted me into that one was they had an alternate cut that was like 4 minutes longer than the version I've seen my entire life. And that's my favorite Van Damme movie. And that got me to double dip. But having seen it now, I'm not going to watch that version again. Because the theatrical version is the best version of that movie.
Ritual Z's says, ask for your favorite horror movie.
Oh, jeez.
Heath has a hard time answering favorites.
Yes.
Because if you haven't heard us explain, his favorites change often. Day to day. Yeah.
I mean, but it's also, how do I narrow down an entire genre to
it's hard.
one movie?
It is hard.
I love Vincent Price movies. I love Vincent Price horror. I like
slashers.
I love slashers. So Friday the 13th, 3 would be in there. I like 3 more than 4. It just depends on what mood I'm in. I mean, I could do a top 5, but it would be a different top 5 next week. But okay, top 5. I'll do a top 5 right now. It would be, let's see, what was Edgar? One of the Vincent Price, Edgar Allan Poe movies. Probably the what's the one with the big swing? The Pit and Pendulum.
Yeah.
Pit and Pendulum would be probably on there. Friday the 13th, 3.
Halloween.
You're Next probably is one of my favorite horror movies. I love You're Next.
Oh yeah.
What did you say? Halloween? Yeah, Halloween. Yeah, you know me better than I know myself. I was like, how could I leave Halloween off there?
I don't know. That's a good question.
We owe one more.
Oh yeah.
Invisible Man. The 1932 Invisible Man. There we go.
Nice.
Which I wrote a review for serialatmidnight.com explaining why that movie was just like, why it slapped me around. What do I wish I'd done differently at the start? Nothing. I haven't I haven't had any regrets so far. I'm 35 hours into it. I'm 35 hours into Dragon Quest 11, and just Mason is asking, what do I wish I'd done differently? Nothing, because you can change things later, and it's pretty linear. He's gone anyway.
Well, he can.
He's gone. It's too
forget
late. He's back with Aquaman now. Well, he'll see this in the replay. So, Jamie, Happy New Year. Thanks for stepping outside of the movie to join the live stream. That was super cool.
Yeah. ToughLife.com is talking about recent DVDs they purchased. Venom on Blu-ray from Amazon, special edition with the red cover.
Oh, that looks nice.
And Streets of Fire from FYE, Strassen and Flammen.
Yeah, I have the German. I imported Streets of Fire a couple of years ago to German, and it's called Strassen in Flammen. I'm seeing if it's reachable here. I see it right here. Oh, Vamp.
I don't know that you can.
Vamp.
I don't know if you can reach that with your mic. You can try. You can try.
I don't think I can. It's
okay.
Where
is it?
So no, it's on the shelf right here next to the Fright Night. That's an imported Fright Night.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Strassen and Flammen. It's next to Smokey and the Bandit and Voids to the bottom of the sea. See, I do have it, but no, I didn't buy Venom. I'm waiting for Venom to drop in price because I think like within a month Venom will probably be $10, and or at least go on sale for $10. And I already own Streets of Fire, but that's a fantastic movie.
Mean Dave Cranberry asks, "Did you ever like Near Dark?"
I've seen Near Dark. I haven't thought about that in a while. I don't own it. Yeah. I like Near Dark. Near Dark's cool. It's good people.
Cyberdrone asks, if you were taken by aliens to their home planet, which 3 movies and 3 albums would you take?
Oh my gosh, Cyberdrone. Oh my goodness. Oh. It's like choosing children. Aliens to the home planet with 3 movies.
You want to think about that one and come back to it?
I mean, I won't be able to think about that.
Okay.
Let's see.
Just thought it out.
I'm about to knock my 3DS on the floor. I'm going to move this to the floor.
Okay.
What 3 movies do you think really sum up? By the way, we had hats. I broke 4 of these hats trying to put them on my head. Let's see.
Your head's not that big.
It's not that big, and you broke one.
I did break one.
Well, that one's going. Okay. What 3 movies do you think really sum me up?
Well, are you wanting to sum up you, or they said, Cyberdrone said, to show them about us humans.
Oh.
Humans.
Oh, humans. You are human. You are human. What? That's a tough one. Maybe something by Cecil B. DeMille. Maybe the 10 Commandments.
If you
else?
can make it all the way through. It's very long.
Yeah. What
Sound
else
of Music.
sums up The Sound of Music? This is who we are.
We're just going to name
The Hills
old
Are Alive.
movies, long old movies.
Like, what if you showed him, like, the worst of humanity? What if it's just, like, I don't even know. Like, Friday the 13th. Is it Schindler's List?
Oh, gosh.
I don't know. That's a tough question. I think we should flip it on and ask him what he should. What would you take?
What would you take?
What would you take, mister?
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably have he'd be like, oh, blah, 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 blah.
Uh-huh. Well, usually when you ask a question like that, you've already thought about it for yourself. Yeah. But we haven't.
That's a hard question to answer on the fly, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. For sure. Your top 3 video game systems as of now.
Switch, Super Nintendo, and PlayStation
4.
I want to say 4 because you can through the 4 you can play so many 1 and 2 and 3 games as well. Yeah.
Okay.
4 really is a great system.
Rob Bauer asks, for someone new to Doctor Who, what series would you recommend watching first?
Well, Rob, what are you into, man? Are you into like retro stuff? Are you into modern stuff? You know, I love the Tom Baker stuff. Tom Baker's where I started Doctor Who, but I recognize that I might be kind of different than a lot of people because I do tend to like that 70s horror. If you like Hammer movies and Hammer horror, absolutely go with classic Tom Baker stuff. especially his early stuff, like first season, which is on Blu-ray. And if you like more modern stuff, I don't know,
David Tennant.
David Tennant. Well, but see, the Christopher Eccleston run was only 13 episodes, and if you do that one season, it leads really well into season 2 of that.
Yeah.
But you think David Tennant's the best jump-on doctor for modern doctors?
I mean, he's very accessible and likable.
Yeah.
You know?
He is. Totally. Well, there you go. That's a spectrum answer.
Mega Commandi asks, do you collect Laserdisc or VHS? You do have VHS.
Yeah, Laserdisc, no. I do have VHS. I rarely buy VHS anymore because there's just no reason to. The reason I did buy VHS is for nostalgia, and 2, for things that just I thought would never come to Blu-ray. But so many of that stuff, like a lot of that stuff, actually is coming to Blu-ray now. So I have like they're here too. We got St. Elmo's Fire and About Last Night and some cool stuff. Ernest Saves Christmas on VHS. I have some that I
have a Star Wars. Is it on VHS?
I have multiple versions. There's a video about it. It's called I think it's called My Crazy Star Wars Collection. Go deep into the VHS collection in that video. But yeah, sometimes I have I have Bloodsport on VHS. I have some Michael Dudikoff VHS. I have the Willow VHS tape with the original artwork. So sometimes. But it's getting harder to find cool things on VHS because it's kind of cool now.
ACDC09 asks, do you enjoy the Three Stooges?
You know,
have not watched.
When I was a kid, I would run across it on, like, I'd be flipping through, and I just didn't connect to it. It felt like it was a million years old.
My dad and I watched it together.
Yeah, I was weird like that though. But I think maybe there might have been like some parental.
You've clearly turned on that.
Well, I feel like somebody told me that they killed each other. Like they died doing that stuff. I feel like that's a thing that I had heard, and so it was kind of scary to me, maybe. And now as an adult, I'm kind of curious about it.
Yeah.
But I don't have access to it. Like I don't have any of it. We don't have cable. Okay, you want to do a 10-minute warning, or just cut off the questions?
Yeah, we'll say it.
So we gotta go make New Year's dinner.
So why don't we say it 4:10? Any questions submitted before 4:10?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We'll answer. Although there's not that many more questions, so. Oh, by the way, Cyberdrone said.
Well, I'm gonna address Rob because he's up here. He likes it all. I'm assuming he likes all Doctor Who or all eras of that stuff. I would say Tom Baker, season 1. Such a cool. Like, if you can get past the dated special effects, those stories are so gothic and creepy.
Cyberdrone said Star Wars, Superman, and Star Trek show them that our planet is protected.
I like that answer. That's actually a really good answer because, well, Star Trek has a lot of humanity, especially early TOS is all about humanity. That's a really good answer. Well done, Cyberdrone. Touche.
Or about Independence Day.
Yeah,
Take Independence Day for the aliens.
I would just like to address. Jim Duggan thinks that VHS is so not cool. I'm not gonna pick on that, but VHS, if you want a perspective other than your own about why VHS is cool, I did write about VHS and why I think it's cool. At serialatmidnight.com, I poured my heart into this piece about VHS. It's called Why VHS is Still a Thing, and I think it's parentheses and always will be, or hopefully always will be. And I really think I try to do some detective work into why VHS has had a resurgence and why it has come back. And if you want the Serial at Midnight perspective, maybe you'll enjoy that. Maybe it'll shed some light on some of that stuff for you, because VHS, it's more than just a delivery system. It's a symbol of how so many, like, millions and millions of people discovered and watched movies. It was a movement.
And some things are still only available on VHS.
There are many things that are still only on VHS. They're less and less every year, but yeah, more and more are getting picked up by like Code Red and people like that. But VHS is still the final destination for a lot of movies.
Yeah. That question's a lot like earlier. Have you started on 4K movies?
Yeah, we already.
Go ahead. Oh, well, we will. We haven't yet. It's just not been a priority for us, especially when we said earlier, when you buy older things, there's not as much on 4K.
Right.
Anyway.
I mean, if I wanted to see X-Men Apocalypse in 4K, I'd have to chase that down, but I don't really want to see X-Men Apocalypse on Blu-ray. Like, that movie was such a disappointment. I mean, it's just so many modern things. You know what I mean? Like, it's so many of these modern blockbusters, and modern blockbusters are not made for me anymore.
Yeah. Not all of them.
Some
you
of
like
them
some. Andy Breckenridge asks, when are you going to do a room tour? You get asked that a lot.
I do, yeah.
It's just not ready because we've still got more shelves to build.
Every live stream, somebody asks when I'm going to do a room tour. And whenever we get more shelves built, and then, even then, there's organization that needs to happen. And
well, I think you're just going to have to say, look, I mean, this is not all organized. I mean, you've organized it to a degree, but if you were going to sit down and organize all this by what, like alphabetical order or something, like that would take forever. And it's already hard enough for us to find time to build those shelves that we need to
It's a lot of work.
up.
We got a lot of work ahead of us before I feel comfortable doing a room tour.
Yeah.
But I know people, like I know that a lot of people want a room tour. It won't be one video, buddy, man. It's going to be like 7 videos.
Yeah, well, then maybe you could start with what's already up. Do a little bit, and then when you get to the end, it'll be our impetus to build those shelves.
Yeah, that's true. It'll be the reward for I mean, I appreciate the question, Andy. That's like, I know. I want to show you guys the collection, too. At the same time, I also think that there's something to be said for, like, I can pull things off the shelf and talk about them, and it'll be things that I haven't showed you guys before. There is a part of me that doesn't want to show everything I've got all at one time. Like, I kind of want to, but, you know, that's the whole thing. Like, I kind of want I don't necessarily want Serial at Midnight to be about the stuff. Like, I want Serial at Midnight to be about the content, like, not necessarily like, I have built Serial at Midnight as like, well, we love physical media, because we do. We are so crazy about physical media, but I'm not like, I don't want to just buy like a lot of YouTube channels. I'm not naming names because I don't want to single anybody out, but there's a lot of YouTube channels that just buy. And I know they're not watching all that stuff. I know they're not watching that stuff. And I want to have opinions about the things that I'm watching and share those. But that's it. I feel like I'm picking on Andy, and I'm totally not trying to. Like, it's a really good question. I do need to do a room tour. So, mea culpa, Andy. Johnny Depp praying hands.
KT asks, have you ever seen
Freddy Got Fingered? Like, a long time ago. Yeah. When it was new, that movie was a bomb. That movie like stunk up the theaters. I think now it's kind of found an audience. Maybe. But I remember like MTV marketing that movie heavily, and then it was just like it just fell. And I haven't seen it or thought about it in years. Tom Green. I wonder what he's doing these days. I think he's got a show somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think he's still at it. It's basically doing the same thing. Jacob, maybe he doesn't want us to say his last name, but we are doing very well, Jacob. How are you? I hope you're having a good new year.
Jim Duggan says, Tom Green. Gosh, I'll get it out. Tom Green.
Andy's talking about Cinema Sickness. Cinema Sickness is a great guy. I like Cinema Sickness. He also has a good film knowledge as well. I respect Cinema Sickness a lot. And yes, he has put a ton of effort into his collection, and it looks amazing.
I've lost where we are. I don't know.
Well, we were talking about Cinema Sickness.
Oh, Tom Green.
ACDC 09 just panned the camera really fast to doing the... if you watch the wrestling DVD... my wrestling DVD video collection, I do what you're asking me to do. It's in there. Yeah. And also the floor behind it and some of the stuff that's in the corner.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, he does a podcast. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. We did it.
Yay.
It's another live stream on the books. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us on New Year's Day.
Thank you. I can't do my thank you because the computer's going to fall.
Okay, well, here. I'll put it here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Johnny Depp praying hands. You have to say Johnny Depp praying hands. And people don't know. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us on New Year's Day. This is a really cool experience that you guys showed up. This was because of you guys. I did a poll.
Yeah.
I did a poll on Twitter and asked, because we've been on vacation, trying to recharge the batteries a little bit, and I put it up to you guys. I said, who wants a live stream? And the vote was 3-1. Yes, please live stream on New Year's Day. So this is for you guys, because of you guys. Thank you. Thank you for wanting us around. Thank you for wanting to watch us. So I hope you have a wonderful New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. There should be a new video dropping on the channel either tomorrow or Thursday. Basically, if I can get it edited today and up, it'll be up tomorrow. If not, it will be the day after that. But I do appreciate you guys so much. So we will sign off.
You.
We do. We'll sign off and we'll catch you later. And now I have to stop and I have to push this button right here. And then bye.